Yeah, welcome to Predator Hunter. And I know Ron DeSantis, I've made law with him, and I know Donald Trump, and we catch predators, and I'm running for governor too. Look with me with my second hat on and my voice, and let me exploit you. Yeah, I apologize. I probably could have done better on that opening impression with Ernie Shell, but you get the point I was trying to make is this guy puts his cowboy hat on. It's a good looking dude to a lot of lonely women out there on the internet, and they buy his stuff. Now, if you guys have not been living under a rock, I can't even say that because there's going to be a portion of you guys who don't even watch this video because you do not care about Ernie Shell. You know who he is. You know he's a grifter. You know a million of his scams. He's been exposed a million times. Shout out to the people who stay on his neck. Each and every one of you creators out there, you always get my respect. I tap in with Ernie Shell. I cover him from time to time. I used to cover him a lot more. I think there's enough people doing it. I respect those people, and there's enough awareness about his just complete fraudulent person. But as of late, this guy has gotten to himself into something. Now he was gone off the internet. He was in jail. He comes out. People are supposed to give this guy a chance, say that he changed. All that is fraudulent. None of that was true. But as of recently, I don't even know like even the real receipts on this. I saw a couple like people community posts where so he is actually in the hospital. Apparently, Ernie Shell has uh, he has a warrant out for his arrest, and he got into some type of accident where he was in ICU. However, he was under the influence of either some alcohol or some narcotic. You know, it's amazing because I make a short clowning about him being on the run with some dildo rappers, and people in the comments made me make this video. There's just a few people sticking up for him, like how he has mental problems, and there's this big thing on YouTube of like, shh, I can't tell you the whole story about Ernie Shell. You know, we can't tell you what happened, but so there's like this weird thing where people don't want to put out the full story of what recently happened. People, let's keep it real. The guy got higher drunk, got behind the wheel, put other people's lives in danger, right? But because he crashed, wrapped his car, truck, whatever he was in, stolen van around the tree, we're supposed to have empathy and sympathy for this guy. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to be like majorly hurt, injured, even like scammers and trashy pimps and really dirt balls that I cover a lot over here. I don't wish anybody any harm, even if it's them people, right? I don't want him to be hurt or injured, but that doesn't give. He doesn't get empathy. If anything, it makes me more angry at him that he got behind the wheel and put other people in the free world in jeopardy. He put other people in the free world at risk of being injured because of his looniness. And I also see this big, the big mystery of don't we can't rag on him because I can't tell you the full secret here. Who cares about the secret? Who cares what it is? It's just it's just the same as his behavior. It's no mystery here. It isn't just because he got into an accident, he doesn't get empathy. Again, I do not want anybody to be injured. That's not what I'm saying, and don't put those words in my mouth. But what I'm saying is, let's just say he gets out the hospital. In my opinion, because of the warrant, obviously he's going to go from the hospital to the jail. This is not going to change Ernie Shell. He's going to be the same grifter, the same scammer. You people in the comments on that short that I did, you must not understand the amount of scamming that he did on Facebook. He's been around these YouTube streets and on this internet for a long time, and he has not been a good person. There's plenty of people in this community and in many communities, in all different communities that he scammed, victimized, doxed, attacked. I have there's a moderator of mine who I'll never take her wrench. She was actually the first person to take his big channel, his biggest channel, right? I'll never take this person's wrench because I'm personal friends with this person. and she's not even in my lives a lot, right? And usually that's like a telltale that I'm going to take your wrench. Like if I give you a wrench and you don't moderate for me, why would you have it? But she's always going to have it. I'm not going to take it from her because I know the backstory of what Ernie did to her, right? I can go on and on and on here, but basically, one of Ernie's survivors is one of my mods, and I'm just bringing these simple facts up to the people who defend this guy. He's not a good person. When he gets out the hospital, no matter what happens, he's probably gonna go to the jail. He'll probably get out of the jail. He's not a good person. He's never made law with Ron DeSantis. He doesn't know Donald Trump. He's not running for governor. He's not a predator hunter. He's nothing that he larps and projects for people to believe. He's nothing that he says he is. He's just a scumbag. He's just a dirtball. He's just trying to get in your pocketbook, in your purse, in your wallet. That is it. That is Ernie Shell in a nutshell. He has no absolute zero. He has no reason to be trying to advocate for any missing kids. It's not because he's been to jail. It's not because of any of that. No, people can absolutely change. It's not that. It's because his first instinct is to grift. His first instinct is to scam. He's not a good person. So just because this guy got into a car accident, and I feel for him. I feel for him on that. Again, I don't want anybody to be injured. I'm not going to laugh and point because somebody, got behind the car intoxicated. All that is not good. The entire situation is not good, right? It's really not good because he put other people's lives in danger, and that is the bigger picture. I don't care that he's a YouTuber or whatever you want to call him, an influencer, a TikToker, a YouTuber, whatever word you want to put there. That doesn't gravitate him for me to have empathy or sympathy or me feel sorry for him because of his situation. If at anything he's a public figure of some sort, and I'm mad that he put other people's lives in danger, and that's the normal thought process. What's crazy is a lot of people will probably agree with what I'm saying in this video, but there's a select few people who want to like hate Ernie and then or hate Ernie and then love Ernie, hate Ernie and then feel sorry for Ernie. Look, man, it's very simple over here on Whiteboard Radio. We don't deal with trashy pimps. We don't deal with scammers. We expose them. And if I'm talking about somebody on this channel, then I just always don't like them because their pattern and their behavior on the internet and what they've done for if it's come to my attention for me to expose them, they've done it multiple times. They don't get a pass. I don't feel sorry for them. It doesn't matter if they put a hat on this and talk with a southern twang or whatever, it still makes them a scumbag. And it upsets me because I know the analytics, I know the age of people who watch my content, and I know that it doesn't matter of what community he goes to, the analytics are going to be the same. And a lot of people that take in the content are actually older than me. And you're supposed to be wise. You're supposed to see these things. The Ernie Shell situation has took a turn for the worse because he's still able to manipulate people into thinking he's a good person, and that's very very worrisome. And I could clown on this guy and do a lot of things, but this is just really a really really fast awareness video for the few people, whatever tiger people, whatever you call yourselves. If you are supporting this guy in 2025 with all the content and the videos and creators out there that cover him, really it comes down to just three things. You're either A, just blind and don't want to take in the information, blind slash lazy maybe. You're either two, one of his like simps, and I hate to use that word because every creator has supporters, and just a supporter doesn't equal a simp. But I mean, if you've been around the streets a long time and you still support him, if you're brand new, yeah, then I can understand that. But how could you be brand new? He doesn't have a big following. He has the same followers that follow when this channel gets canceled over here, and they dwindle down because my mod took the main channel, the biggest following, away. So now, but it's either that or, I think it comes down to loneliness. And I understand that, man. I've been lonely myself in my life. And the internet is like it could be a blessing and a curse when you're lonely. It was a blessing for myself because when I utilized the internet when I was lonely, I went on dating apps and I was running around Miami naked and I was porting everything, right? Is that a good thing? I don't know. But what I didn't do is go on YouTube and magically fall in love with a figure that I don't know. I didn't create a parasocial environment for myself with that guy that talks with the southern twang, with that guy that maybe as a lonely person you find attractive, or that guy that wears that cowboy hat, you just the seat that you're sitting in gets moist. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm just trying to bring awareness that this guy's not a good person. And I really hope that for the few people that disagree with this video, I hope that you really this gets your blood boiling, your face gets red, you're very mad at it. And I hope that in the near future, when he does get out of the hospital, when he goes to jail, whenever this is all resolved, down the road, you're going to come to a um, Jesus moment where you realize that this has all been a facade, that this has all been a grift. And you're going to think back to this video, I guarantee it. I don't even really, like I said at the beginning of this, I don't talk about this guy. He's not, I really don't like this guy. I don't even want to give him, if this video gets 10 views, I'll give him that much, too much clout. And that's why, like I say, always I respect the creators who stay on his neck. And there's a lot of good ones. I'll probably tag a few in the description. So if you do watch Ernie or you are interested of him and you don't know about these creators, check out my description box because I'll list a few. And there's plenty of good creators who do stay on his neck. And they know way more about the situation than I do. They know all the details. I'm just reporting this video and talking about this of what I've been seeing lately. And it bothers me, man. And when I see comments like I did on that short, I have to say something because I'm not white boy if I don't speak up about it, man. But that's all I got for you, man. It's crazy because I'm making this video now, and unfortunately, I have to remind people that Ernie Shell is a scumbag. And the next video that I will make is going to be something in the same regards. I made a video about Brian Koberger. I emailed some a gang member inmate and kind of stirred the pot. And what I learned is like there's a whole lot of people who think that he is actually innocent. I mean, it's wild to me how this internet thing works, and I can't stay silent on stupid things like this. So I apologize if you are fully aware of this. Let's keep it moving. Smash a like, and the Koberger thing will be dropping soon. White boy, and I'm out. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WHITEBOYRADIO Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.